All right, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to be making us a red lentil bread. You guys know I like lentils, and I've made a bunch of different things with lentils. But this is a red lentil bread, but you can use any kind of lentils you want. So without further ado, it comes together pretty quick. Let's get to it. I might put a special ingredient in there, I don't know. Okay, so here I've got my, got my mixer here. We're gonna grind everything up in there. Here I've got some salt. I'm gonna take a teaspoon of that. We're gonna top our bread with some sesame seeds before we bake it. There's some baking powder in there. It's 20 grams or 4.5 teaspoons. 1 cup of Greek yogurt. You can use sour cream, but it makes it heavier. That's 60 milliliters or 2 shot glasses of olive oil, 4 eggs, and that, my friends, believe it or not, was just 2 cups of lentils that I put water in last night, and this is what I got this morning. That's good. You can minimal soak it for 3 to 4 hours, but it's better overnight. And if you look at them, see, they're starting to break down already. See, they're so much, they're engorged with water. Engorged, that. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is to get rid of this excess liquid. So I'm going to be pouring into a strainer a little at a time. Give it a little shake. Shake, 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 shake. And into the food processor it goes. Put some more in there. Now, if you don't have a big food processor, you can do this in batches. But I'm hoping mine will make it. I tell you, I can't believe how much these things swelled up. Geez. You know, I made other recipes where it said to leave the fluid. This one says get rid of it. So it's a little different. But it's going to come together pretty nice. But like I said, you can use any kind of lentils that you want. Green, brown, yellow, black. But this here, I'm using the red ones because sometimes the red ones, like, I don't like making a soup with them that much. I have done it, but they seem to break down a lot easier. Their cook time is down. So, all right, let me back up a little here. You can see how I filled up my container. I'm just going to scrape all these, as many as I can, out of here. And what we're going to do is just puree that down till it gets to be a nice little moist paste. I'm not allowed to say the word moist, and I keep doing it. Okay. So we're gonna pulse this a couple times. All right, I think we got it now. Let me just scrape this down here from the side. But this is what you want. See how you get a nice little puree out of there? Okay. So what I'm going to do You can take some of this out if you don't think you have enough room. Take a little bit out, take like maybe half, and put it in a bowl, which I think I'm going to do because I got other ingredients to add. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just scoop some of this here into my bowl. It doesn't matter because all this is going to go together anyway. So one more scoop I think will do it. Just want to make sure I got enough room for everything I got to put in here yet. I'm going to take a little more out. What the heck. Okay, so as you can see, I took out maybe a little less than half. Doesn't matter. So we're going to put in our sour cream. Our Greek yogurt, sour cream. Got sour cream on the brain. I used it this week. I've used quite a bit of sour cream, making cornbread and another dish that required sour cream. You can use sour cream in this, however. It just makes it a little heavier, they say. I don't know. So, that being said, let me crack some eggs. Crack some eggs. We'll say crack some heads, huh? I'm just going to take out a bowl and crack them in here first so we get no eggshells in there. Okay, I know you guys probably seen, if you've seen me before, you know I generally beat the eggs first, but this time I'm just putting them in because we got this food processor thing going on, so I think that'll mix them up just fine. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. Some baking powder, not the soda. I'm going to put a teaspoon or so of salt. Okay. Where's my lid? Get that out of there. Now we're going to puree this. Okay. Let me get my spoon. My spatula, yeah. And just make sure I get all this stuff off the edge, like the excess Greek yogurt I got up here. And look at that, that's going to be a nice consistency. See, this here is a little wet right now, but wait till I dump it in with the other, and you'll see the difference, okay? Now, for the surprise ingredient, some surprise, everybody knows me, and that's 3 tablespoons or so of jalapeno. I just do that for flavor, trust me. Okay. Now we bring our bowl back over here. Move this over a little bit. Move this here so you guys can see. And I'm just going to dump all that right in here. Take out my blade so it doesn't drop anywhere. And put this here, just get me a little bit more out of here. And see, we're bringing all this up from the bottom. It's going to make this a little bit thicker. See? Preheat your oven at 355 degrees. Get you a pan. Haha. We haven't got the pan, Mr. Dan. We will. As you can see, it is thicker than it was. But that's because we took part of the batter first and put it in the bowl. All right, let me get my pan. Okay, so I got me some slip and slide grease. Spray in the pan. Okay, so I guess this is approximate like a 9 by 13 pan I got here. I'm not 100%. So what I'm going to do is pour in my batter. So we got everything out of there. Now the jalapenos, that's my add-in. I wasn't going to do it at first. I just want to make sure how everything comes out because I've never made this before. So all right. Just waiting on the oven. Let me clean the edge of that pan over here. As you can see, it's got little bubbles in there. I think that's from the baking powder. I don't know if you can see it really, but you see all these bubbles popping up. I do believe that's the baking powder doing that. Okay guys, the oven has beeped. It's time. I got it in for 355 because they said to cook it at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 355. So, without further ado, let's pop it in the oven. Okay, we got this on the middle rack, I guess. And she goes. And we're going to cook that 30 to 35 minutes. So I'll put a timer on for 30. And what we'll do at that time is take a knife, stick it in there. If it comes out clean, it's done. If it's not, doesn't come out clean, leave it in there for a few more minutes. All right, we'll be back. Okay, guys, there you have it. Looks great. Now I gotta let it cool. I cooked it a total of about 37 minutes, and I poked it a couple times with a knife. It came out pretty clean, so I'm saying it's done. And you see, I got my sesame seeds on there. I almost forgot them. Right when I put it in the oven, I said, "Oh, forgot the sesame seeds." Pulled it back and sprinkled it on there. All right, we'll be back in about maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe, and then once it's cooled down, maybe 15. I don't know. Yeah, there's also some other seeds that you could put on here called Nigella. It's like a black cumin seed or whatever, but it has a few different flavors like garlic, onion. It's all mixed into that one little seed. That would have been nice to put on here. Nice little decoration. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay, guys, as you can see, I sliced into it already. I think it's nice and moist. I don't know. We'll find out. Whoa, look at that, huh? Nice. Nice. Huh? Look at that. Oh, yeah. All right. Let me get me a dish, and we'll meet you at the taste test table. Okay. So, big piece of bread there. It is a little moist. That's nice. Let me get Elmo out here. And my little buddy Elmo, I got to take him all the time. Okay, so we'll see you at the taste test table. Okay, hope everybody can see what we're doing here. Miss Camera Girl's still working, so that looks pretty good. I wish I'd have had those the seeds, the Nigella seeds. All right, let's take a bite. I'm glad I put the jalapeno in there. It gives you a nice little flavor. It's not really dry. I tell you, I should have put some pepperoni in here. Nice and moist, really. There's another recipe like this with, but it's like a cake recipe, but they put cheese in it, onions, and some other stuff. They call it a savory cake. I might try that next time. But this turned out pretty well. Like I said, the jalapenos, that's nice. Yep, I'll tell you, you could probably swap that out for some cornbread, pinto beans on the side with this, or this on the side of pinto beans. I'm just trying to think what this would go with. Right now I'm drinking coffee, and it does taste pretty good. Put some butter on there, I guess, I don't know. I actually think it's pretty good. It's gluten-free. And because we made it out of the red lentils and the eggs, everything we put in here would be Weight Watcher friendly for 0 points. Well, maybe the olive oil, maybe a little bit. But I suspect once you break it all down, this would be like a 0 point dish. So, if you like the recipe we just did, guys, give me a thumbs up. Share with your friends. Good. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And when you do, notification bell will pop down. You hit that. That'll notify you each and every time we come up with another video. There's an arrow down box right next below the video box on the right hand side. You hit that. Another box will drop down. That'll give you a link to Cooking with Mr. Dan Facebook page. It will give you a link to my daughter's artwork site page. And it will also give you complete ingredients for the recipe that we did to make this delicious dish. So stay hungry, and when you are, come back and we'll give you another delicious dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying stay away from COVID, stay happy, and thanks for watching. See you on the next video.